That fella right there, he's pretty handy. He knows a lot. We just don't want him to know that. We gotta pick that metal up on the table. Just grab that and pick it up, would you? It's not heavy.
Neither is a Buick, but I'm not picking it up either.
Today, we've got this baby little Mini X, and the thumb on it is aftermarket, and it is falling apart. Like, it's thrashed. It needs some help. So we're gonna pull it in and see what we can do with it. Once he gets it parked in here, I'll kind of show you what's wrong with it. We got the bucket off of her. Thought it had a crack in it, but it was just a line in the grease and the dirt. So we're good on the bucket, which is all right because it's out of the way. This has an aftermarket thumb. This plate is welded, which is all right. And then the thumb pivoted off of that, obviously. And it didn't move with the bucket because it wasn't on the same pin. And so if it was straight down, you could curl the bucket into it and push against it. I mean, as long as you're watching and careful, but they're just not user-friendly that way. And you just tear them up like it is from the hydraulics of the bucket overpowering everything else. So what's that thumb, 5 inches wide? Just under 1/2 inch thick. So we got some 6-inch wide 3/4.
3 3/4.
3 3/4, and this is 6-inch. So we're going to be a little taller and quite a bit heavier duty.
Probably heavier than it needs, but we kind of have a tendency to overbuild too. So
if that didn't hold up, it's underbuilt. So
right.
We were just going to cut it apart and trace it on the arc droid and just build a new one just like that. But we got looking at factory bolt-on ones, and they run off the same pin as the bucket. That way they move together.
Yeah, they come.
So
they hit them pins right off.
We got longer pins for a factory thumb. Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. So it'll kind of be the same design, but it's gonna have to curl and come up.
We'll cut that off, and we'll probably end up cutting
Moving
this
the
off
ram.
and moving it.
A little more involved than just fixing it how it was, but it wasn't working how it was, so.
We could have bought the factory stuff, but we'd have still had to cut all this off and redo the same thing. And it's like, we might as well just build a thumb.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll do.
This will be interesting. We'll see how creative we get and if it'll work. All right, so we got the bucket up. Just dreaming out how to lay this thing out. Obviously with different pivot points. As the bucket rolls around, it's not gonna stay consistent, stay the same. So we're gonna fix that. Time we change this pin out, that'll make it long enough that we can hook on each side. So if we can get it to line up and work right here, it'll work any rotation that it's at, and it won't be inside the bucket getting smashed.
Right.
That'll be a good thing.
And then we'll cut all of this stuff off.
That'll get cut, and we may
Probably
have to move the ram
down.
down.
Move down just a little bit.
Depends on where we need our leverage, but we probably ought to pick that metal up on the table. Just grab that and pick it up, would you? It's not heavy.
Neither is a Buick, but I'm not picking it up either.
You gonna pick up a Buick?
No.
You wuss.
I'm a wuss.
Just go all the way so we can measure it. There you go. Hate to do this, but cutting the wires. I know just how that feels in a bad moment, and that's all you have. A lot of times you just use baling wire. I don't ever have electrical wire, house wire around, but that's what they had.
That's what they have.
Let's get to grinding. We're just gonna grind that right off there. That's as much as the old grinder would reach. There's a little bit in the middle I couldn't reach, but we're resorting to the hammer. Nailed it. This is kind of a special, unique, I don't know what the word is, but most normal people, is that a good way to say it? Order parts, buy, they say, I want a thumb. You order it, bolts on, welds on, or pins on. This was a weld-on kit that didn't work. So you could have just essentially ordered the same kit, put it back on, you would have had the same problem later, but it would have worked. But tools are sweet because it gives you an option.
So we're just building one.
Everything you order is 1/2 inch and it bends, so 3/4 inch. It's going to be overkill for a 301. It might not even pick it up, but
Maybe not. We'll see. It's like a Tonka toy.
we have good pins. We're not going to have bushings in the sleeves,
But the bushings are gone in those anyway.
but the top side of the weld-on ram, there's no bushings. It's loose and wore out.
It's going to be nice.
It's going to be a nice kit. So we're just in trace mode. You got your center holes.
Oh.
Sorry, that moved easy.
Yeah, no more.
Don't bump that. See, he already kicked me out of here. He got his center holes.
We're going to start right there and go around and end right there. I just got to reline these up.
I just wanted you to practice. Sorry about that.
That's okay. It's easy to line up. Basically, all you got to do is put this in the center of that.
Make sure that's...
And then move that to it.
And then the other one will match it.
And then move the other one to the center.
Perfect.
And make sure that it lines up
Twist it, yeah.
pretty good right there.
We get one cut. If we like it, we'll cut 2. Well, the screen never lies. 2 holes. What do you guys think? I think that's plenty of teeth. I think that looks good.
Yeah, the cat ones don't have teeth up here. They're just smooth. But Riley said it'd be nice if they had them because it slips rocks.
Right.
So we put a couple of teeth on it.
We might have went and looked at a 305 with a thumb just to make sure we was in the ballpark.
Yeah,
I like it. I say send it.
I like it too. We'll throw some steel up there and change the tip and see what it'll do.
Max her out and watch it work.
What's the worst that could happen, right? About time to clean this thing out.
Pretty deep on the old plasma dust. Ready? That's not light. Whew. We got one side cut out. These Harbor Freight plasma cutters do really well, except on thick metal. We got mostly through this one, and the tip burned out. And the worst part about these arc droids is once it burns out, you got to start over. So we had to finish with the miller. So Dad is freehanding. He's freehanding the second one because the same thing burns the tips out. So I'm going to grind this and clean it up while he's getting this one cut out. So guys, good evening. We find ourselves on the way home from up north. We headed up Salt Lake to get some free lights that a guy donated to us. He got some new ones, said, hey, your shop could use some more lights. So we made the most of the trip. Brought the Merit tonight. Got a bunch of lights and a bunch of pigs. Got our kids as show pigs on the way. We're on our way home, and like always, these thirsty old trucks, we're out of fuel. So we got on the Upside app, and it told us where to go to where we could earn the most rewards. Did I mention that The Upside app is free and you can use it for fuel, for getting groceries, for takeout. You can get rewards on just about anything that you're already doing anyways. So when you log into the app and you're redeeming an offer, you get the cash back balance in your account. In the near future, getting your cash back will almost be instant. But that feature is not widely available yet, and so it's usually a day or so after. But it's not points or rewards or something that you have to keep track of. It's straight in your account. I use the free Upside app when I leave town when I'm on the road because I can look at the app and it can tell me where to go to get the most rewards. And so that is the most convenient for me, and that is when I use it. Upside users are making and earning up to $280 a year. If you guys want to find out how much you could earn, click the link in the description and download the Upside app and use code FROST and get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Or scan the QR code to claim this offer. We just earned 25 cents back a gallon on our way home, so we're going to keep on driving tonight. We'll get these lights unloaded and let's get back to the video. What are you building?
I'm building bushings.
Is that solid?
Yeah. Except I gotta tighten this up. My clamp's loose.
Oh.
It's pushing it back.
Do a little shimming.
I'm gonna drill a hole through 3.5 inches, and then I'll drill a bigger hole, and then I'll turn it out so the pin on this Mini X just barely fits in it, and then I'll cut these in increments wherever we need them.
Sweet.
It'll only take a minute, so
We don't have one, so we'll build one.
we'll build one.
May as well put the tools to work, I guess.
Kind of fun to use the old lathe anyway.
It is.
Yeah.
Staying fun. That fella right there, he's pretty handy. He knows a lot. We just don't want him to know that. Got one side cleaned up. We'll get the other. Got our longer pin in. That's kind of what it's going to look like. Once he gets his bushings done, then we're going to have to slide this ram down and build a saddle, build a cup for that to all mount to. Weld some metal across to hold it together, keep it from spreading. This 301 is going to identify as a 305. With a thumb like that, it's going to wish it had a little more power. Right there. Perfect. Lord. Hogging right through it.
Yeah, that's a brand new bit.
You guys want to see some progress? Check this out. Pretty factory looking. Gonna hit right inside the teeth. And we got some bushings that are tight.
Yeah. It's about 10 times tighter than the bucket. The bucket's pretty well wore out.
You can worry a thing to death, I've heard.
Right?
I love it. We probably better put our bolt through.
Yeah.
Make sure the pin's centered. Then it's weld time.
I'll clean the rough off the edge of those so they don't hook a finger.
Probably knock the corners off so the weld will set down in. Get a good root pass. And
yep. And then I think we got to build one more, except I think we'll do it out of something a little different than those.
We get those on and then
to go inside of that. I don't know, that sticks down further than I thought it would.
Yeah, it's not enough though.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. We'll have to gain a couple of inches. Sucks to cut it to move it, but you're gonna have to move it anyways, so it's coming together. I'm happy with it.
Looks dang good. And I think we could have just went and bought one and been done, huh?
Yeah, you could have just bought one. But it wouldn't have worked to just buy one. You still would have had to move this.
It's They would have had to cut that off.
Because this wasn't cat, this was aftermarket.
Yep.
So that option wouldn't have worked either. So here we are again. Looks like we're about ready to weld. Oh yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. All four sides and go for it.
Okay.
One side down,
How's it swivel?
up and down.
Gonna go about to there. So
I like it.
I like it.
That's cool. Good job. Can't believe you just didn't order those parts. Can't believe you made them.
Kind of hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of funny that way. Good.
Yeah. Straight down here. That's pretty smooth.
I'll just take them off, weld them over there on the table.
Be a lot
Then
easier.
I'll be out of your way.
How you feeling about today so far?
I'm feeling good. We're just about to get this little Mini X whipped.
We are that. All right, we got our pin. Still a little warm. Got the ram hogged out. A little bigger pin, so bottom side. Pull the top towards you a little. Right there. Money. And then we need this and this. We want that up, right?
That somehow.
Stab this pin, will you? Okay. There we go. So now, if we let the bucket down, get the ram to where we don't want it to hit, right?
Yep.
Then we can tack the whole thing in. You tell me when. Probably shouldn't do this, but keep going. You like that?
It's hitting right here.
Oh,
Unless we step that out.
we're not gaining much. Let me suck it back just barely. I mean, we gained an inch is all. I like that. You like that? You guys like that? I think it's way better. I think it's way better than that one ever dreamed of being.
Let's kind of get it in the center.
Right?
Right there somewhere. What we should do is tack it and run it up.
Yeah.
And see.
It's gonna pull it funny until we get it all tied together, but this was the first step. We will do that, we just haven't yet. If we tack it, we can plumb the hoses back in and try it, function it.
I think so.
Let's do it.
Looks damn nice.
Is it centered?
Looks good to me.
Looks good to you, huh?
Yeah.
All right, good. Me too. Well, the thumb is tacked in place. Oh, we gotta hook hoses up.
Yeah.
We're gonna try this out.
I don't see a thing wrong with that.
Not straight up, but
It's out of the way.
past that, right?
No, it'll hit right here. I think we're good.
So,
Right there. Yeah. Tie it
now
together.
we'll continue building this thing, make it one piece. That's cool. Some redneck engineering.
Redneck engineering right there.
And it works.
Yeah. Works great.
I'm excited. We went for a scavenger hunt. We needed some metal to make some bushings. Think you can make that fit?
Yeah.
I mean, it's super close. It won't take much.
It's about a 1-inch hole in that, it looks like. That's what those others were that I turned out. It's exactly what it is.
And what's this, 1.1 inch?
Yeah, it's just over 1.1 inch.
Get some bushings made so that the ram isn't just pushing on the pin and bending the pin.
Yeah.
We'll run, it's about 3 inches on each side, and then we'll run probably some pretty thick triangles, get some corner gussets to help hold it.
Yeah.
And then another pipe to hold the fingers together, and maybe a flat piece of that same stuff in the middle. Right?
Yep.
That'll keep.
Or I got that little short heavy angle iron that'll fit right there too.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Something to keep it tied together.
Yeah, I mean it's ready to leave the shop.
Then we can go move something with it. Dig some dirt. Do
Yeah,
something.
I wished I had my little sewer line marked out for my RV. We go dig up my lawn and just put it in.
He'll bring it back anytime.
Will he?
Yeah.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Because Riley said he'd dig it, but his bucket's twice that big.
Right.
That's
Little
a little
trenches.
That would be awesome.
Got it clamped together with the pin in it. That's where it's going to be. So what we want is right there, 7 7/16. I will cut a piece as soon as I can. Got the old root pass done. Now we'll make it stick. Put another layer on it. Band just hanging out, so holding up work. This kind of looks like repeat of this morning.
Only we've got this pipe's already got a hole in it.
Different pipe, a little faster process,
I
but
don't know, you have this we went out this morning.
well, I wasn't thinking, honestly. Sometimes it takes a minute for the old brain to kick in and be like, remember you dummy? You got metal down there.
Right.
Oh well.
This is actually the same stuff I built my 3-link bars on my rock crawler out
It
of.
looks a lot like it. It does. The pin is, yeah, we need the same size.
That one right there, the same.
Well, other than it's wore,
But on the end,
I think so. Is it the same? I'm trying to remember now. It's been a long couple of days. I think it's right. Yeah, the new longer pin replaced it. Of course it's the same. Yeah, it's the same on the end.
okay.
That was like a senior citizen moment right there. Whew, don't tell anybody. I wouldn't want anybody to know that. I got this cut. I'm gonna clean the rust off, bevel the ends, and weld that baby in right there. I like it. Man, this is a fun project. Thick metal, heavy duty stuff, hydraulics. Why wouldn't you want to build something like this? It's way funner than buying it. All right, guys. It's all cleaned up. And it's ready to weld in, so I think we're gonna go for it. Ah, that's way good. We can weld that all the way home. Good enough. My dad cut these out just so the snap ring nice and smooth and round. So the snap rings will catch it. Well, snap ring time. One. That's in, right? That's in. Watch me launch this thing clear across the shop one-handed. Yep. Knew it. At least it didn't go too far. There we go. I think that's right, ain't it? Pretty well welded. So all the pressure is going to be right here. The angle iron's tied it in. We got an angle brace on the top.
Just got to put a stopper on them, I guess. Huh?
Looks pretty good. The ram maxes out going down, but coming up, it does hit. So we'll have to put a stopper. We're done except for that and paint. And heck yeah, we're going to paint it.
Yeah, we're going to paint it.
I'll probably go back and paint my fuel tank. I just didn't have time that day. This is sweet. You envision something, you know it'll work, but to what point? This turned out pretty slick.
I like it. I think I'm actually going to build one for my hay forks now. I like it so much.
I like it. We'll see you guys in the morning to finish this thing. This pipe over here, it'll tie it into this angle, which will be one more strength gusset to keep the pin from going down or up, to just tie it into everything. I welded these in this morning to compensate for that giant hole we cut out. So it should be solid pressure, straight down, tying everything together. This thing's gonna be sweet. I believe those pieces are going to work. Look at that. That'll work like a dream. We'll weld that all the way in. Let's try this again here. Don't be afraid to screw up. Anything's fixable. I just had it too close to that pivot, so that wasn't going to be good. So What do you guys think? Cut off a teeny bit right here, but it misses. Is it gonna hold up?
I'm pretty sure it's going to hold up. It's like 10 times better built than the last one that was on it.
Those are 1/2 inch thick, 3/4 everywhere else.
It's going to hold.
I like
We
it.
probably ought to grease it a little bit.
Once it cools off. Grease it, paint it. This one's done for.
Don't come get it. Yeah.
Oh, we got the #1 operator in the captain's chair.
Well, that is
Don't-
number 2.
Don't let us down. We want to see wheelies and everything. Let's see the thumb work just for the fun of it.
Pretty cool.
All the way up. Works like it's supposed to. I like it. I want one of those. Even as small as those are, man, they're handy. And they outdig a shovel any day by hand. Even though they're small, you can do a lot with them. Oh, baby. Look at that.
Should work, huh?
Now will it hold pressure while you roll it back? You gotta move them together. Uh-oh. Good enough. He passed. A minus. Well, it's that time. Glossy black. Starting fluid, got all the oil off. I think she'll paint. I think it'll be what it'll be. And the wind picks up. Isn't that about par? It's been a beautiful morning. Should have got cat yellow, but the hardware store didn't have cat yellow. So black works, right?
It'll work. The ones that are factory on them are black anyway.
It'll be covered in dirt and oil before too long.
Maybe even today.
So it's A for effort. We tried to paint it. And like a rookie, it's already got runs, but
Well, it's kind of cold out here too.
yeah. Well, I don't know if the paint's clear dry, but it is black. Looks like it ran a little bit. That'll help toughen it up maybe. Black and yellow, grease and dirt.
Looks dang good.
Yeah,
That thumb turned out awesome.
I'm super happy with it. If a 301 can ruin that 3/4 inch thumb, then I guess we'll warranty it. Bring it back.
Yeah, bring her back.
Right? I guess we suck what we do, but
He ain't gonna tear it up.
we will give him the challenge though.
Yeah.
So this has been a dang fun project. You could have just ordered that, bolted it on, well, welded it on the first time. But since the ram was different, it was already on it. This was kind of about the only way to go about it
This was the easiest way.
without buying a whole kit and doing that anyways. But
and then having to do the same thing we did, other than build the thumb.
same cost, but a way better product in the end.
Yeah.
Thicker metal, beefier, just better looking, right?
Yeah, that's 89 built right there.
Yeah, we should get some stickers for it. Do you guys think we need stickers? We could have tagged that right there.
Yeah.
It's fun to build things because you can do it how you want, make it how you want.
Right.
Thanks for watching, guys. This was a good project, and we'll catch you on the next one.